Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2 India Edition, where in the last episode, I did the unthinkable. I destroyed Mumbai, but there was a good reason behind it. We needed to link up the upper area to the down area so we can have more connectivity running through the main streets, and it enabled me to create a actual loop for public transport people to bring people down here, because we're now leading ships all the way over. Now, I did a lot of the structure. Mumbai took a really big hit, but it will grow back bigger and better than ever because there's a couple of things that we're now doing. We're now bringing passengers to it, which increases its percentage numbers in terms of destinations, but we're now officially bringing food to here as well. Now, it didn't really go to plan last episode. We had some issues with the food kind of factory process plant over here, which is now technically leveling up, so we finally got it to deliver food to Mumbai. But it is delivering food to a few places that I don't really want it to go to. Now, for those eagle-eyed viewers in the last episode, kind of realised right now that I put the wrong vehicles on the line. I know, right? I put the wrong vehicles on the line. I've since changed it and upgraded it to the right ones. So if you did spot that in the last episode, I do apologise, but I finally figured it out. So, the food processing plant is now leveling up, which means it will then start producing more food. There'll be more food available to deliver. Mumbai is now actually getting food, finally, after a little bit of confusion in the last episode. It's now officially getting it. But it's also delivering food to other places, because there's now food being placed on the other lines, which we don't want. There's also been food placed on the harbour, which we also don't want. So we've got to make sure that we kind of change these things up right now to make sure nobody is picking up food and all the food is going for Mumbai. So we only want this. Hold on. We only want this to load up wood. No, plain timber. There we go. For that line there, so that food will eventually disappear. Now, these lines here that are trying to also take food away from Mumbai, we're going to quickly switch these up, so that only really should be loading up is the machines. That's literally all they should be doing. Now, what other lines are trying to steal other stuff as well? We've got the Hubli line trying to do the same thing too, which, why has that got food on it? It shouldn't really, wait, hold on. Have I just, oh, that's, and it's a per. Right, manage the line. It helps, boy, if you select the correct line. So those two lines that are trying to steal food are no longer stealing food. My source seems to be stealing some machines, which I don't really want it to do that. So my source, stop stealing the machines, please. The tools. Only take the machines. Only take the machines. So the excess food on these lines will slowly then start to disappear as it can no longer be delivered to where it needs to go. Thus, all the food created, all the food delivered will be solely for Mumbai, which it's now starting to grow back with our up arrow. Now, since all that jazz happened last episode, I want to, again, feed Mumbai with more food, but I also want to give it its construction materials, which is the other good that it requires. And I've kind of come up with a plan, and it could be a really good plan. We'll kind of see how this is going to work. But basically, right, there is some kind of construction material brickworks areas around, but I've had an idea. Now, I've noticed that not all the ships on the way back are filled to the brim. Not all of them are filled to the brim on the way over anyway, but I have a ship network that is, let's say 50% empty at most times. How can I fill these ships up with a bit more product to deliver more goods to what is known as Mumbai over here? Well, that would be somehow figuring out how I can bring kind of construction materials over to here, to this harbour, so they can pick them up. Now, the reason I'm picking that is because we already have a line connected into Mumbai, which is helpful. But anything around here, we have like I said, a construction material plant over there. But it's a bit awkward then to get the goods all the way over. It's not really how I want to do it. The next best one after this is... See, there's nothing around here. There's nothing around there. You've then got one over here. But I spotted the perfect one. There's one up there as well. There's actually two here by the looks of it. There's one over there. There's one there. There's one here. So there's actually quite a few over here. But this is the perfect one situated. We can get these two here to feed this, and then to have our line run down to connect into here. But there's going to be a lot of more configurations I'm still going to have to get done to be able to do so. But it's there. It's possible. It should be pretty easy. And then Mumbai gets both of its goods. And ultimately, guys, at that point, we're making tons of cash money moolah. So, before we get into it, if you are enjoying the series, smash that like button down below, subscribe if you are new so you get notified when more episodes do come out. So I'm not sure how much it's going to keep upgrading. The only food now being produced online, which is technically line 31, is for Mumbai. So let's keep it going, boys. Let's keep it going. So, let's do this then. So we're going to have to reverse engineer this, and we're going to have to start all the way over here. Now, if I was to bring another line down from over here, it will run down this, and then we have a line that kind of turns to go out. So we're going to have to make this line go either up and over or under, and then kind of match up to this line then coming in. But the problem with this is we have two additional lines that also run in with us. So it's probably a case of we make it go under and then we make it pop up. So it's the least destructive way to which we can make sure we make the most progression. That makes sense? I think it made sense. So if I run you running down to here, and I do this. Oh, it's the wrong type of train tracks. Sediak, what are you doing? What are you doing, boy? What are you doing? Right, run you down to there. To there. And in. And then we continue this. So, we need track constructions. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to get, because sometimes it doesn't like it when it's really close, as you can see. So, but I'll place that in anyway just there for a second, which is the wrong type of train line again. Where is it? Where is it? I wish it defaulted to, like, high speed, but then again, sometimes you don't want high speed, so you can't win either way. Right. We'll make this kind of go straight out. And then we'll implement... Where's my bridge? Not bridge, sorry, tunnel. Seniac, it's a tunnel, Seniac. What are you talking about right now? Is that too long? I wonder. No, that should be fine. That should be fine. So we then run this going all the way down. And if I just did like a direct connection leading in, that's all I need to do. There's nothing fancy required. The bend, they're going to be slowing down anyway, so it doesn't really matter that I'm losing speed on the bend. It honestly does not matter. Right, run this up. There we go. Into there. That's a direct line directly into here to there at the moment, which has got to continue to run all the way up. So because of what we've done here, we have to kind of then switch the lines over. So if I do it from about... Because here they will technically have some speed. So doing that, no speed is lost as they transition to kind of stick to the edge of these train tracks. So keep now pushing this all the way up. Oh, how am I going to do this? What was the issue there? What, I can't create another connection to crisscross over? Is it something to do with this? Let me just delete you for a second. Oh, hold on. I think I know what it is. These are technically not on the same level. So if I ran you to there, and then I ran you to there, and then got that dirt road back in, which I don't think we have any dirt roads remaining, do we? All right, there we go. And we should be back in business. It was kind of like sinking down slightly as well it was doing. So I'll come back to that in just a moment because we've got to figure out all this train station stuff over on this side now. So we want to go cargo. And we've kind of got to set up like a 2-station system. I'll do 3 sets of tracks. No, we'll do 2. No, we'll just do 1. Well, that changed dramatically, didn't it? And, right. place you in so you're perfectly aligned just there. Is that right? Yeah, that should be right. And then we'll do an end station, and we'll do 2 sets of train tracks on this. Spin it right round. And I think that will be okay about there. Right, what? I'm clicking it. It's not doing it. What's going on, boy? Right, we'll press it there. And then we'll bring the road slightly out. No skin off our nose, boys. No skin off our nose. That touches there. That's all we really care about. So, what I do is then I run said train track to over here. I don't want the bridge. We'll terraform all of this and do some smoothie. We'll go into smoothie mode, boys. This runs all the way down the side, which will run a secondary line down, as that becomes like the bypassing train tracks of that station. Because we're more likely to run double trains on this line down to the harbour than collecting the stone. You know what I mean? So then I've got to run this just to here, because I reckon that's where the bend will start to go around the little oil field that we've got up and running there. And if I pick here, yeah, you've got the gradient. Right, that's a little bit better for the speed, but it will slow down dramatically anyway. I wonder if I push it back even further. What if I go from like over here? You're not going to win either way with the speed limit. You're not going to win either way. So it's just a case of suck it up. Oh, that's a lot better. Okay. That was better than what we originally just had. So into there. And these should be simply connected up. I think we're going to be good to go. So let me just quickly sort out some signals then. We'll do a set just here. We'll do a quick set just here. And we're only going to have one train on the back and forth for the stone, because of how short that distance is. Right, there we go. And then that leads into here. So I'll have a quick little signal just here and here. And then we'll do you just there. I think this will be okay for a quick crisscross. Right. So I've got everything in place. Everything is now good to go. There's nothing stopping me from creating this. So let's do it all one by one. And I'll build our very own railroad terminal, train yard, rail depot, whatever it's called. I always forget what they're called. So that will lead into there. And this will kind of need to lead there into that one. And that's all I need to do. So, very quickly, we are going to create a line from here to here. And then another new line from here down to here. Right, that does it perfectly. So if I make both of these like a grayish color so we can see them. There we go. So on the first one then, it goes back and forth. Nothing crazy going on. It's as simple as that, back and forth. On the other line, it's only really got one platform to kind of choose from, but in Chab, I'll give it the option to do 2. I don't know if it will even need that. It's just, you know, it is what it is. It is there. So, if I buy the trains then, and we'll go diesel related, and we'll utilize, is this the expensive one? We're going to go for this one, yes. Cargo on the gondolas to carry all the stone, I'll do a 2. Because of how short the distance is, I'll do a 200 capacity and see how we get on with that first. I've got to rename so many lines. Oh my goodness me. Right, that will do the magic. Then create the same train again. Oh, I've already got it. What am I doing? What am I doing? I've already got it. So you can carry then the bricks or the construction materials, which we need to be done with the flat car with side stakes. Now, I'll also make this 200 capacity. Right, and what I'll do is I'll pull it on the line now. Now, even though this is a 1-to-1, so the same amount of stone we put in, we get the same amount of bricks coming out. It's a 1-to-1, so at the minute it's even. Now, you could argue I need a second one because of the distance it has to travel. I probably need 3. But we'll let it kind of build up first and figure out how this is going to work. That then should take it down here, which is great. Load up on the ships, which these ships, I'll double check these little tugboats right now. I'm not sure which one we're utilizing. It'll be these. Yeah, they can also carry construction materials as well as what they're currently carrying. We'll be okay. So this is just a case of now just playing the waiting game. There is 8 stone already on the first one. So if this produces construction materials straight away, then we are cooking, boys. There's nothing else I need to do. We're like literally good to go. So drops it off. And are we producing straight away? Not yet. I'm hoping this is not going to be a concern. No, production, yes. Production has lit up. So, how long have we got to wait for production to actually kick in? Production's there. That didn't pick anything up just yet. It might need another delivery. I'm hoping Mumbai's not bugged again to where we just don't get the deliveries coming in. This does connect down to here though, doesn't it? That does connect down to there. And this should connect to buildings that do require. Yeah, there's a building right there that would require it. There's a few over here as well. I will eventually set up like a truck system to go back and forth and deliver. But, oh, that reminds me of something I've got to check. That does remind me of something I need to check. Right, wait for this delivery of 15 to come in. So delivery should get bigger and bigger and bigger. I just want to 100% make sure, while I'm waiting, we should do some smoothie, right? Let's do some smoothie while we're waiting. Smoothie. Right, there we go. Come on, please produce. I'm not sure if it has to get past this little section here first. So it drops off there. Bunch to now start producing. And will it? Won't it? Will it? Won't it? Everything's all geared up for it to be able to do it, so there shouldn't really be any issues. There shouldn't be any issues. Consumers? The consumers aren't coming up still. I don't know whether we have to wait for this train to finish its route, its line. I'm not too sure. But we'll have to come back. I'm not too sure what's going on. I don't know if it has to kind of like finish that line to understand what it needs to do. I'm not particularly sure how this is going to work, or whether maybe... Oh, hold on. Are the ships able? Do I have assistance set up on the ships? So in Chab, it only picks up planks and unloads, and then here, Mumbai... No, wait. Wait, what? Chab Port only load planks? Wait, what? Mumbai? Wait. Am I seeing this right? This is the Chab Port, which I'm telling it to only load up planks of wood. It should technically unload planks, load up machines and technically now for us construction materials. In Mumbai, what it then does is it then unloads the machines that it's just dropped off and the construction materials and then pick up the planks. That's how it should do it. That's really weird, isn't it? Now, because I've selected that, it should then mean that this is able to start. There we go. Shipment numbers going up. So we should be seeing them drop it on. Or does that need to go above this before it starts producing? There we go! Finally! Right, that was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, right? That was. So yeah, it's loaded, unloaded wood, loaded machines. That was weird how it was set the wrong way round, wasn't it? That was really weird. Right, anyway. Mumbai can now get its... Well, it's getting its food. Wow, that's jumped up dramatically. Okay, we're going to be back to where we started before you know it. We really are. We really are. So give it time, wait for that delivery of bricks to come in. Now, when I said when I had a eureka moment earlier, and I was like, I just remembered something. I'm sure we have vehicles over here in Calcutta when the goods get dropped off that are currently being overloaded. If I manage these vehicles, I'm going to replace them. Actually, I'm going to duplicate to have double. Yes. Because we're being overloaded there. We're not being able to deliver the goods. You can add some cargo buildings, but it will cause some issues. So 75. How small are you? All right, I'm going to add in 2 there. So very small. So I've added an extra 100 capacity to it, but it's not the best. It's not the best. So more vehicles then should mean we're able to collect and deliver a bit quicker. And then less goes to waste. Now this line in general, the charts, makes good cash. Wait, hold on, is that the right thing I'm looking at? This line. Yeah, the line does pretty well. So it does make sense. So just wait. Just wait for what I say. Wait for these 4 new trucks to come in, which doubles the amount of deliveries that can then pretty much be made. So these vehicles now coming in, they'll now start picking up pretty rapidly. Pretty rapidly, boys. Siphon everything that is now available. Right, come on, boy, hurry up and leave. Alright, very good, very good, very good. And eventually they'll be dispersed more evenly. And there'll be less stuff then waiting. Right, go. They should instantly go when they're filled to the brim. Is what they should do, really. Oh, yes, that one's going over to that side where there's quite a lot there waiting. Wait, is that bringing something back? Unless it's bringing stuff back. Where would it bring stuff back from? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't question these things no more. I don't question these things no more. But that eventually should kind of get through all that little bit of backlog that's currently available. Right, anywho, we've now got bricks waiting at the harbour. This ship has just left with no bricks on board. So that's the first set of bricks there now waiting, which is good to see. This, again, you got to wait for the transport numbers to increase. We're now starting to see movement on there. So as everything all levels up, everything then produces more and also, you know, demands more. So we will eventually get there. There's the train there, I believe, for the bricks. Hasn't carried any more than 20. Well, it's his first delivery at 3. So, you know, give it some time. Give it some time. And then Mumbai is making some sweet cash, money mola. Right. Looking very... Hold on, there's another... Bellary's now got food on here. Right. Hold on, guys. Mumbai. You should only be loading machines. God damn it. God damn it, you fools. Right, is this line making money? This line's now making money. Considering I haven't really done anything with these cities just yet. The ferry line is making some cold hard cash. Which is that now grown the cities? You can see the growth rate now since I bought in the ferry line. Karachi over here should have a... Yeah, damn, it's nearly doubled in size. Small little town here has dramatically increased. That's crazy. But has Chab increased much? Yeah, they all have. I mean, we know that they do anyway. We know that's how they work. But it is good to see. Right, so if the first delivery contained 3 bricks, the second one, wow, 35 at this moment in time, and still hopefully increasing by the time this picks up. So, yeah, we've kind of solved that. We've made the ships be able to make more money. This is the line itself in finances. It's pretty up and down on like an even playing field. Now we're going to throw a couple of bricks on board of these ships, which should allow them to make even more cash. This is all exciting, guys. This is all very exciting. Oh, there's another train coming in right now with no machines to be... Oh, no, are they collecting machines? They might be collecting machines. Yeah, I think they are to take back. Right, you delivering all them beautiful chunks of wood. Has now picked up some good stuff there. Very well, very well, very well. Are these still kind of ticking along nicely? I think they are. Right, that is solid, mate. That should be a pretty good system to keep growing Mumbai. Mumbai, in terms of charts right now, the residential side is almost... I think it might be at the same peak. I think we now might have the same amount of residents we did before we destroyed the city. So this is just going to keep growing, which is going to be great to see. It really is. Now, have you leveled up any more times? Okay, you're now maxed out. You're now maxed out, which you will then start demanding more. Raj over here, we're going to throw in an additional vehicle, boys. But what I also do is add in some cargo buildings to increase the capacity of what can be stored here. There we go. So a bit more can be stored before it gets thrown away and discarded. Okay. So are we having issues with filling this with grain at this point? I know a delivery's just come in. We have 2 farms over here, which are technically maxed out. What's going on over here, boys? Do we still have old vehicles here? We kind of do. We have like World War II vehicles, which well, it looks like at this moment in time. Keep it going, though, because it is doing us wonders. It is helping us out to a certain degree, so I'm not going to change much of that at this moment in time. Right, very well. Very well. I feel quite happy right now that Mumbai is now slowly growing again. Right, does this line here need to be benefited with an additional train? This is our red line going down this way. Not really. Not really. That's a different line in total. Not really. Not really. No, I think a train just picked up, right? If anything, we could do with trying to bring more passengers to this line. Now, that other line, though, Mang to Bao, goes all the way up to there. Does that need more trains on, or is it just a case I've caught it without a train being there? No, Mang to Bao. Wow, okay. Finances, not great. Gonna throw an additional train on that, so it's an extra almost 200 capacity that can kind of swoop in and take some people out. I don't mean out like assassinate them. I don't mean that. I mean take them out of the station. Right. Looking good, boys. Looking good. I'm liking it. Liking it a lot. We making some serious cash, buddy. Right, so where is the ship that contains our first set of bricks? Oh, it's only here. Okay, fair enough. That's now just leaving with no bricks on board, but we had a brick delivery of 39. So that, guys... Oh, where is it? Where is it? Is slowly... Oh, 47. So those numbers are increasing. Those numbers are slowly increasing. Only 17 on that delivery? What are you playing at over here, boys? What are you playing at? Weak delivery right there. But just give it time. That's all we can do, is give it time. Now, is this still producing pretty well? The coal looks like it is slowing down. And if you look at the coal platform, there is enough there for an additional train to be able to take on board a bunch of coal. But is this that train now coming in? Or do I need to add another train to this line? How is this line doing in terms of finances? It's pretty good. So this train here carries 300. There's just about 300 on the platform. So there's no need to add an additional train in. It does reach all of them. There is other places I can bring coal from. Which we actually are doing that, aren't we? I've just realised we are doing it over here. So I'm going to assume you're picking up coal. Yeah. Very greedy boys, those steel plants, aren't they? They're very greedy boys. Right, very happy. So that will just take some time right now, but Mumbai definitely now has bounced back, and it will be even bigger than it was before. Which is music to my ears. Music to my ears. Alright, picking everybody up. Off it goes. Glorious. Is the tram lines making cash? Not yet. But then again, we got to wait for everyone to kind of move back in reality. That's literally how it's going to work. And are we still okay over here now? Yeah. Raj has still got a lot of... but the truck's just coming in right now to pick up from Raj. So that's all pretty much okay. How is our bypassing line with the airport? So Nag, oh, the high-speed train line is demanding more now. I feel like it just comes in waves, doesn't it? I feel like it does. This line, finances. Oh, it's dropped down. Interesting. Have people now switched over to the other line? And they decided no longer want to go on this line 24. I'll get rid of a train. And then see how the demands change with that. So that'd be less expenses running an additional train now, wouldn't it? Yeah, but there's a lot of people on the high-speed train line wanting to go to Nagpur again. So not to Nagpur. Oh, no, sorry. It's via New Delhi. It's going up towards New Delhi. So that must mean they arrive there pretty full. And they're pretty full because they've come from here to go into Nagpur. So it is a pretty long line in general anyway. Mang to Bellary, man. That's a wild line right there. With a wild amount of passengers. Why is this line so busy? Wow, this is busy. Right, let me switch this over to... Are these the biggest capacity ones? No, these are. And then duplicate them again. Because a lot of people... Well, there was a lot of people in that middle one waiting. We'll increase the frequency by adding an additional 2 with larger capacities. Very good. Right, having some form of public transportation around Bangalore would be amazing. Well, that's that line I've just now upgraded. You're looking pretty busy as well. We've got so many lines on the go right now. It's just a struggle to kind of keep up with everything that's going on. Right. We do have the extra train on that line, though, so hopefully that will make a difference. I think we've now figured out that line. Whoa, is a lot of people on this line? There is, the Bez bus line. So manage these buses. Is there any bigger buses? So capacity for passenger. No, those are the buses. Okay, we're just going to duplicate 2 more. Double the capacity instantly. There's a lot of people waiting on the Bell to Nell tram. And again, it's the older trams as well. So replace these. Oh, no depot on that line. Right, let me get a depot real quick on that line. Tram depot. I'll just throw it in there. Do you want to duplicate that many? I'm going to duplicate... I feel like 1 more duplication. Because it's such a short distance. It'll complete... I mean... 2 trams wipes out everything on these stations. So you can kind of, you know, calm down a little bit. You know what I mean? Right, okay. This is slightly worrying me, though. I wanted to go to Mysore. I don't have to keep adding trains on because ultimately it's it does become a lot of money in expenses. So I think the real issue is because that red line directs to this coastal route. So ideally you need another connection or 2 that brings people down. Like we've got this connection down here. And it does well, but from what you can see right now, we need more trams. So I'm just going to straight up, literally, double the capacity because of the distance they have to travel, which gives us more frequent arrivals of passengers. But I think it's mainly like the transition from Mangalore to Bangalore is the big one. That is the big one. So if you had like a dedicated route that kind of connected to them, that would kind of take a lot of heat off. But then again, it still overloads the amount of passengers on the stations. So it is a tough one. It is a tough one. Unless you can kind of maybe get like the airport to link up as well, because that will bring a lot of people over. Let's just see what happens anyway. How many trains have we got on that line at this point? I could add an additional 1 on, but it don't really make much difference because it never really turns a profit. Unless that additional train is the one that will turn the profit for us. But I feel like we just got a lot of trains. Unless it comes into Balguam here. And then it goes down to another station, but it's a toughie. It is a toughie for us. I think I'm just going to add another train on top of the train that I've already added in onto it. Yeah. Right. Has the ship with the ship with the bricks is now arriving for the first time ever, which is cool. Have I got another? I sorted this out, didn't I, in Mumbai? Yeah, I think it's slowly just taking a while to disappear with the goods on it. I think it is taking a little bit of time. We've got no wood to collect. That ship there took the last of it. The wood is now slowly coming in to be delivered. Very good, very good, very good. Very good. A lot of vehicles driving around as well. Is that an end of a route here? It is. I could add a nice little tram connection going back and forth here, which would be a big benefit. How overloaded is the station, or where does that go, that line? Just down to here? Right, if I just replace the trams first and foremost... Oh no, I didn't mean to duplicate them. Right, let me just quickly sell the new ones. I meant to replace them with brand new ones. So that takes our capacity from 78 to 135. So that gives us more capacity on the current line. And I could run. Right, let's try it. Let's try it. So tools, upgrading the tram tracks. Alright, bring that in down to here. So that will allow me to run a line between the two. But is there any way in which I can quickly maybe throw in a couple of bus and tram stops along the way? I think these already do the majority of it. So I don't think there is. I think it's just a case of a natural back and forth. So from here, comes in. Unfortunately misses out on that one, but it will come down to this one. It'll come down to here. And then to there. And then go back out again. So it will share the same stops of these. It's the way that we integrate it with the current line. And off it goes back up. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So in the Nazik settings here, we'll make it utilize all the platforms. And in the Mumbai halt, same again. And where's the nearest tram? Depot's all the way over there. Where's the one for here then? I'm not sure. I'm just going to build like a closer one for us. And then we're going to buy... I'll buy 3. No, I'll buy 4. And that becomes a nice shorter connection down. But also another linkage onto the blue line. Whereas before, to connect to that, you would have had to either taken the tram there to this line, or you would have switched over onto the green line. However you would have done it. So it just gives us an... I'm not saying it's going to solve the issues that I've got over here. That's not what I'm trying to say. But it all helps in a certain way. It all helps. This is becoming quite the pain in many ways, this. It's just that many people want to be moved and shifted about. Now, they are the dual stocks. That's now loaded up with maximum people. It's like we need another dual stock on the way in while we're waiting as well. So there's one there, there's one there. That should be filled up almost. So that'll be almost empty as it picks up a bunch of people from here right now. There's 600 and something people currently waiting. So that's what we want to see. There's the other dual stock. Yeah, so they should start taking big chunks out of this. I'm going to add one more. One more is probably... I mean, 2 more was probably way too much when I added them on. But we'll see what happens. So we've had the delivery of Mumbai coming in right now. We've got the 3 in there. Not enough to kind of give us an extra 10% boost. But we're now officially higher. The city population is now officially, or the city size, is now officially higher, right, than what it was before I destroyed a single thing in the city. So now Mumbai, even though we still got a few little gaps we've got to fill, is technically bigger than what it was before. And now it's starting to get more deliveries coming in. So that was our first delivery, believe it or not. So this has now just had its first shipment level. So it's got a long way to go to level up. We got to wait for the rest of the deliveries to be, you know, shipped over there before we see any big changes happening. But it's all coming together. It's a slow process, but it's all coming together. Slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. You gotta love it, right? You've gotta love it. Right. Very good, very good, very good. There's our brand new line, 34, that we just built with the trams. There's already 22 people now waiting. So that's going to be beautifully handy for us. That's bringing 70 people over. Nice. And I'll take 50 people back. But that green route anyway, it will take a while before we start seeing and noticing the differences. I might need to figure something else out to kind of create these lines to pass through with ease. Because they want to get to mice, so it's going back and forth. Do you know, I might have to build like a separate relief line between these two. Or we could solve it by building a tram route going around the city. And we can also integrate it with a link up to the airport as well. Many ways in which we can do it, guys. There is many ways in which we can kind of do this and play around with it. And I think that's what we'll take a look at in the next episode. Guys, we'll end it here anyway. We made some big improvements and things are getting slightly out of hand. In terms of finances then, we've previously had a record high income level of 2.36 billion. The previous year before was 2.28. We'll see how high we can keep reaching it. I don't think we've had a year. We've came close to having a billion in profit in a year. And that day is slowly creeping up. We haven't really built any big lines as of late that will make us big money. If you're interested in, or if you are interested to know what lines are currently making us the most amount of cash, the planes, you know, that Calcutta goods line that goes back and forth with machines, steel and goods, huge amounts of money. The Kabul crude oil line, killing it right now. The New Delhi fuel line, also killing it. And the Anar coal there, the Cab Dow oil. So it's a lot of coal, a lot of oil, but big money being made in the planes. Real big money being made in the planes right now. And the line 4 here is our most profitable passenger line, which that line is... Where's this? Where are you? Ah, wow! New Delhi? The high-speed train line from New Delhi to Calcutta is our most profitable passenger line. Who would have thought? That's literally a recently new line that we built. In the city of Gaya right now, that's really benefited from being the kind of main hub, which I still got to bring a bunch of people over here. I'm so surprised with that being the most profitable one. Wow, okay. Have we got more goods over here now shifted? Technically, we are shifting more goods. We're having a bit more of a pickup now. But, you know, more planes do come in. This is now making a little bit more cash, which is good to see. Very happy with it. So I'm very happy in general how it's all now turning out. Very, very happy. Is Calcutta still growing? Oh, dramatically. It's still going through the roof, guys. Going through the roof right now. And it's really merging up to the edges. I didn't think it would grow this far, but turns out it does. It really does want to grow that far right now. Right, we're going to end it here, guys. Hope you did enjoy this. If you did, please smash that like button down below. Until next time, I see you all soon. So, goodbye.